All right, so we've got the Patriots going up against the Rams in the Super Bowl, and now we're going to focus on the Patriots and what they need to do to win this game. Now, the Patriots' strengths on defense are stopping the opposing team's number one wide receiver and then scheming for the rest of it. Their strengths on offense are a short passing game that's extremely diverse. You have Edelman, you have Gronkowski, you have James White, you have Rex Burkhead, you have Sony Michel, you have Chris Hogan. They're all catching passes very close to the line of scrimmage, and there isn't a defense in the league that has the personnel to stop all of them. It doesn't exist. So the Patriots will simply find your weakness and continually attack it. Now, they have the best quarterback the game has ever seen. They have one of the best coaches the game has ever seen. They've done this a number of times. They've got 5 rings already. So they're going to be prepared, and this is going to be a tough game, a close game. But what the Patriots really need to do is neutralize the strengths of the Rams. Now that's going to be very, very difficult, because on both sides of the ball, the Rams are strong where the Patriots aren't so much. So the Rams' strength is their running game. Well, when your defense's strength is stopping the passing game, you got to kind of work in reverse order. Stephon Gilmore locking down the most important wide receiver on the Rams is key. Now, that important wide receiver isn't Cooks. He's just the guy who takes the top off of the defense. It's Robert Woods. Now, if you can neutralize him entirely with just Stephon Gilmore, which is a tall order for any corner, but I think Stephon Gilmore can handle this. You can then scheme to remove the other wide receivers. And you'll say, hey, I thought this was about stopping the running game. Stay with me. It is. When you neutralize those 2 wide receivers on the edge, you take away the ability to take the top off of the defense. This makes it so the rest of your scheme can focus on neutralizing the run. The linebackers, the defensive linemen, the safeties can think more about the running game than they do the passing game. As long as Gilmore can keep it in check, whoever he's guarding against, hopefully it's Woods, the rest of the defense can key in on Gurley and C.J. Anderson. They don't need to stop them entirely. They need to hold them down. They need to keep them from averaging over 4 yards a carry. If they keep them down to 3 yards a carry, they can win this game. Offensively, they need to find an answer for Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald will dominate any offensive lineman in front of him. Probably 2, maybe even 3 at a time. They don't have the talent up front to match up with that. They need to scheme as much as they can. Well, because it's not edge rushers, you can't do what Tony Romo called out in the last game, chip here, chip there, it's going to be open over the middle. That can't happen. Pressure's coming from up the middle. And a chip on the outside with a running back or a wide receiver or a tight end lined up close to the line of scrimmage can't neutralize a guy that's coming straight up the middle. So, what do? You move. You move the offense. You slide to the right, slide to the left. You have wide receivers crossing constantly, so you don't know if it's going to go to the running back up the middle or toss to a wide receiver. You take a page out of Kansas City's book. You move the offense constantly. If you're constantly moving and shifting the offense so they don't know which direction it's going to go, then you slow down people up the middle because they have to think about what direction they're going. They can't just react. And if Aaron Donald cannot just react, that is the step you take away from him. It's not a chip. It's not another blocker. It's making him think that will slow him down. So, the problem with this, of course, is Tom Brady can't move. He's old, all right? Let's say it. The guy's in his 40s, okay? He is fantastic. He's got the best brain for the game the quarterback position's ever seen. He has the fire competitively that you need from that position. Great. But that doesn't help you run faster. That doesn't help you slide out of the way of a defensive tackle bearing down on you. So it will be difficult for the Patriots to do this. But if they don't, they stand no chance at beating the Rams. They need to neutralize Aaron Donald. And to do that, you need to slow him down with your offensive scheme because you don't have the personnel for it. As long as they can do that, they will win. I honestly don't see it happening. But that's what the Patriots need to do to beat the Rams.